Hello my friends and welcome. My name is Dennis and today we are going to discuss the serious accident that happened to Ethiopian Airlines Boeing 777 flight just 3 days ago. So stay tuned. So my friends, luckily no one was injured during that accident. However, the airplane sustained dramatic damage to the fuselage construction and it was in preparation stage luckily before the flight, so it wasn't in the air, it was on the ground. And here we have the Herald website. Let me share the information with you. This is the first information about that accident that we have. Herald.com. Accident Ethiopian 722 means Boeing 777 -200. That's exactly the same airplanes that we have in our fleet of Ukraine International Airlines. However, we have the passenger version of that aircraft, and this was the flight. So it happened in Shanghai on July 22nd July 2020. The Ethiopian Airlines was in a stage of preparation before next flight to Addis Ababa. However, it caught a fire, and let's see the video itself. As you may see, the fire brigades went on fire to extinguish the fire, and the upper part of the fuselage was damaged. As you may see, the fire is happening there. And as you may see, we have some of the photos here, the huge cargo door located on the left side. This is dramatic damage to the fuselage, so all these stringers, formers, they're all damaged, and significant repair are needed for this aircraft. Probably it won't fly anymore, we don't know so far. But yeah, as I say, everyone survived. As you can see, we have a fire in cabin compartment over here, in a cargo compartment in our case. So the cargo door is open. I think it may be open for two reasons. First, to get access for fires, for fire brigade to extinguish the fire, or it was open before the fire. And I have also two reasons for that accident to happen. First is the mishandling of dangerous goods, because these fighter airplanes, they used to carry the dangerous goods. What are dangerous goods, my friends? The dangerous goods are the goods, the cargoes that may provide hazards to the people. For example, oxygen generators, petrol, other types of fuel, radioactive materials, and some of the dangerous goods you may carry even on a passenger airplanes, but in most of the cases you carry them on fighters like this. And some of the dangerous goods are not allowed to carry by air transport. So it's up to the ramp handling, engine to identify where to place one dangerous good and other, because in some cases you may not place them together or close together, or you need to place one dangerous good to one place, then a neutral cargo, and between them, and then you place another dangerous goods, because they may react if they might damage, and they may react with each other and causing this fire. And I have also the second reason, which is ELT. It may be coincidence, but a similar accident happened to the same airline 7 years ago in Heathrow Airport. Let's see the news report.
Heathrow Airport had to be closed down this afternoon after an Ethiopian Airlines Dreamliner jet caught fire on the runway. No one was on board at the time, but it is another headache for Boeing, which had to temporarily withdraw the Dreamliner from service altogether earlier this year over concerns the batteries on board might cause fires. Harry Smith is at Heathrow now. Harry.
So, as you may see, the Boeing 787 was in Heathrow Airport and it caught the fire. As you may see, the same place what we've seen on Boeing 777, so upper aft part of the fuselage, where the emergency locator transmitter is located, and it is used to provide the signal for a search and rescue team to find the aircraft in case of emergency, for example, ditching or forced landing. Those modern types of transmitters use the same lithium battery like you have in your phone or laptop. And remember a few years ago that the situation was with Samsung Galaxy Note 7, that it was forbidden to carry on board of several airlines. So yes, lithium batteries are quite vulnerable. They may overheat, they may overcharge, and they may be damaged with something, and they just explode and burst out into flames. The investigation team had discovered that Ethiopian Airlines Boeing 787 Dreamliner ELT wiring was badly fitted, and that shorted the battery, causing the fire itself. So the ELT was the main cause of the fire in Heathrow Airport case. The case we have now with Boeing 777 in Shanghai Airport is quite similar, don't you think so? Well, we have Boeing 777s in our fleet, and let me read out some of our documents. So an emergency locator transmitter ELT here is mounted on the top center of the fuselage in the passenger cabin area. In their case it was the cargo area, but actually it's mounted on the top center but near to the fin of the airplane, near to vertical stabilizer. It's the most off part of the fuselage actually, and you may have several of ELTs. So here we have two emergency locators or transmitters installed, one in the lavatory outboard storage at the door, one left, one in the floor mounted storage forward on the door for left lavatory, and also they may be mounted into the evacuation slides. So if you have, for example, ditching, you just slide to the slide, you just go through your emergency evacuation procedure, and then you cut the slide off, and that became the raft. And you have some ELTs you may have, and some modifications in those rafts as well. So there are plenty of ELTs on these big airplanes. But only fuselage mounted ELT may be controlled from the cockpit. So here's the switch that we have in the cockpit: reset, armed and on. It's always in arm position, but you may switch it on. Well, if you have, for example, forced landing, you don't need to wait the significant G-force for those ELT to start to send the signal. So you may switch it on before impact or before ditching. And some of those ELTs that you might have in the evacuation slides, they are portable, so you may disassemble them, you may carry them on. So reset, ends transmission, emergency locator signal. So if you accidentally start transmission, you may end transmission by putting reset. Armed, transmit emergency locator signal if activated by high deceleration forces. So in case of impact, high deceleration forces, these ELT start to transmit the signal. On, transmit emergency locator signal. Now let's see the video where those crazy guys experimented with lithium batteries and what happened if you overcharge the battery or charge it as much as possible and then you damage it.
A fully charged battery. 2, 3, 2, 1.
So as you can see, fire just burst into flames. It's not the explosion, but the temperature is quite high. It may cause the
It has
fire.
happened so fast, and I just glad my pants are dry.
Alright, now let's watch the overheating test.
Don't even
Protective
think about
valve
it. It
tripped.
began to smoke. Looks like it's going to explode and burn again. It isn't clear what will happen, but the cap is going to be smashed with the inner pressure.
And the same reaction, but maybe even
I've got it
harder.
on video. Never do what we do sometimes because it's
Never
very,
do what we
very
do.
risky.
Alright, so that may happen to the lithium battery cells. I think it should be like more controlled on aviation if the ELT is the case of those fires. You know guys, I think this battery should be limited for the charge, not 100% charge, and they should be limited, like they say, the trip valve, some kind of valve to, I don't know, protective valves. They might have put some extra valves there because this may happen in the air, and in that case that may lead to catastrophic outcomes of the airplanes, because well before the other types of batteries were used in ELTs. Alright, now they use lithium batteries. Well, I think it's okay to use those batteries, guys. I think they just need to be triple check and double check, because you cannot extinguish the fire with the water, because you
It's
see,
nothing much, just boiling.
if you put some water,
It is boiling
the reaction
hard.
continues.
Do you hear that reaction? It happens, it happens!
And
Pity that we
yes,
can't extinguish it with
it
water.
becomes
It has
even
got heated.
more
It became
severe
red hot again.
with
Oh,
the
really?
water.
500.
550
It really doesn't look nice and
degrees
quiet,
centigrade.
but
It's
it is a
quite
generally
low.
safe reaction.
So I'm not saying that these batteries, these lithium batteries should be removed from the airplane, but if they cause that accidents to happen, something really need to be done with those ELT system. However, the ELT may not be the cause of Boeing 777 accident that we have just recently. Maybe it's just dangerous goods mishandling during the loading. Now guys, we just need to wait for official investigation result of investigation team, and they will tell us for sure of what had happened to that Boeing 777 of Ethiopian Airlines. And thank you for your attention to my channel. I'm always glad to answer your comments. So I have this page over here, YouTube Studio. I go to the comments in the bottom, and here we have all the comments that I haven't responded to, but I will. I try to respond to all of you, so please write your comments, write your questions. I'm really glad to have the conversation with you, my friends. And now you need to follow special awesome guy checklist. Of course, you are awesome guy because you are watching my channel. It means you need to put the like to this video, then subscribe to my channel, then ring the bell, whatever it means. Thank you very much for watching this video, and have a great time.